Oh mother moon who yanks her beam and delay across the sky when we've grown sick a day, she's like some fat old Jane who loves to smile on all concerned, and smooth our faults away, and, like a woman, tries to hide again a sores and scars cruel day is made too plain to all the earth she gives the soft glad eye, she picks no favorites in this world of men, she peeps in nooks, where happy lovers sigh, to make their job more bonzer still, and then, o'er Spadger's lane she waves a pageant, unturns the scowl and slums to fairyland strike. I'm getting soft in my old age, I'm growing mushy with the passin' years. Me. That has called it weakness to engage in sloppy thoughts that coax the pearly tears, but say, me state of mind I can't explain when I seen Rose lars night in Spadger's lane. 'Twas Spadger's lane where Ginger Mick hung out before he took to follerin' the flag, the lane that echoed to his drunken chat when he lobbed homeward on a gaudy jag. Now Spadger's lane knows Ginger Mick no more. Fairies become an arrow at the war. A flamin' arrow at the war, that's Mick and Rose, is waiting in the lane, nursin' her auctioneert, unlookin' sick as she crawls out to work and May again, givin' the bird to blokes who'd be her friend, and prayin', with the rest, fair wars to end quite right. I'm growin' sloppy fair as earth, but I must get it orf me chest or bust. So airs a song about a grievin' skirt, and love, and Ginger Mick, and maiden trust. The choky sorta song that fetches tears when blokes is full of sentiment or bears lars night, when I sneaks down to taste again the sights and sounds I used to know so well. The moon was shinin' over Spadger's lane, softenin' in the sorer where her kind light fell softenin' and soothin', like it was her plan to make 9 kisses fair the since UV man from shatterin' ter shatter. Up the street, a prowlin' moll sneaks by, with eyes all eight, dodgin' some unseen John, who sure, slow feet comes tappin' after. Certain is her fate, in some back crib, a shicker's loud owled verse stops sudden, with a crash, and then a curse. Low down, a splotch of red, where hangs a blind before the winder UV a chow caboose, shines in the dead black wall, from bind, like all the cats a Chinnertown broke loose, a mad chow fiddle wails the tune no tune and then I seen her, underneath the moon Rosie the Rip they calls her and he lane, fair she was always willin' with errands, and uses 'em to make her mean and plain in ways the Spadger's beauties understands. But when old Ginger played to snare her eart, Rosie the Rip was just a soft, weak tart. I in her winder she was leaning out, swappin' remarks with that old mother moon. The things around I clean forget the fiddle and its crook-chow tune. I only seen one woman in the light auction to learn her fortune from the night old Ginger's rose. To see her sitting there, the moonlight shinin' fair into her face, sorta touchin' gentle on her air. It made me fair furch at the time and place. I feels I'm peepin' where I never ought, and tries arf not to hear the words I caught. Once saw your sweetheart, that was what I seen. One out of thousands grievin' thro' the land a tart from Spadger's or a weepin' queen. What's there between 'em, when ye understand she olds fair Mick, with all his ugly chiv, the best a lovin' woman as to give, the best a woman as to give. Struth when war, and grief, and troubles on the land sometimes a bloke gets glimpses UV the truth and sweats his soul to try and understand. And then the world, like some officious John, shoves out a beefy and moves him on. So I seen Rose, so, on that same night he seen a million women grievin' their old mother moon. She showed to me a sight she sees around the world, most everywhere a sneakin' beneath the shatter UV the wally seen, and learned, and understood it all. And as I looks at Rosie, dreamin' there, Eve drops on her arms. I seems to wake. I sees the moonlight streamin' on your air, I ears her sobbin' like her ear dud breakin' me there, pryin' on her misery. Goss truth. I says, this ain't no place fair me. On my tiptoes I sneaks the way I came, the crook-chow fiddle ain't done yowlin' yet, and though I tells it to me bitter shame I'm jittin' soft as hell, me eyes was wet in that stern John, as I go moochin' by salutes me with a cold, unfeelin' eye the fat old mother moon she's got eart. And so I like to think, when she looks down with her soft gaze upon some weepin' heart in bonzer gardens or the slums o' town, she soothes 'em, mother-like, with pageants, and makes 'em dream ag in UV peaceful lands.